If this doesn't light up at night in your vehicle and you're wondering how to fix it, I'll show you how. So you just take this trim piece out of the vehicle by pulling it out. You can use a little trim tool to help. But once you get it out, you can take it somewhere, and we're gonna take those screws out, just 4 of them. And after we get those undone, then we're gonna take the unit out, we're gonna take it apart, and we're gonna replace the lights. Here's the lights that I'm gonna put in there. You can replace it with the normal lights or LED lights, depends what you want. If you do use LED, you need to put it on a certain way because it won't light up if you put it on backwards. But if you use a normal bulb type, then you can just put them on either way. So let's get this apart and then we'll install the new bulbs. So I got a 5:30 seconds on this, and I'm gonna undo this. Undo all 4 at each corner. This is easier to work with once you get it off that other piece. As you can see, there's little clips around the outer perimeter of the casing. So we're gonna separate the 2 halves of the case by undoing the clips and taking it apart. Once you gently undo the clips and pull the back off, this is what it will look like. You want to be careful because those pins will slide straight out and you don't want to bend any of the pins. Once it's completely apart, it will look like this. To separate the board from this, you just turn all the dials all the way to the left and then you'll be able to pull them off. But they need to be in that position or they won't pull out. Okay, we can put that stuff aside, focus on this. The blue things there are the lights that we're focusing on. The LEDs are for the other buttons, which they work fine. So yeah, these things. You want to be gentle when removing the old ones. And you don't want to break anything or pull a piece of the circuit board off. You can try wiggling them. Once you get all the old ones off, it's time to get the new lights in place. So I'm gonna get the lights ready and heat up the soldering iron here, and yeah, we're gonna start getting them soldered into place. I got these lights like that so it will match up to the board when I put them close. Got the soldering iron here. I'm gonna warm that up, but first I want to put a little bit of soldering flux. I'm gonna use the Q-tips just to put a little bit at the points. It will help it solder into place, and yeah, let's see what we can get going. Okay, once you get the new lights soldered in, it's a good idea to take a cotton swab with some like rubbing alcohol and just clean up any of the excess soldering paste. And make sure the lights are down low enough and standing up straight so that when you put this plastic piece over it, the lights are gonna sit properly in the little dome. So as you can see, it goes down all the way and the lights are in an okay position and they're not touching anything. So you could go and plug it in right now and test the lights to make sure they're all working, but everything looks good right now for me, so I'm just gonna put it together and we'll test it at the end. Okay, that's cleaned up now, so I'm gonna start putting it back together. Okay, I'm gonna get the other piece and clip it in the back. You wanna make sure everything's lined up good so nothing breaks. Once you get it clipped into place, you can turn it around and put the knobs back on. Make sure they're all turned to all the way to the left. And you should be able to put these on. There you go. Alright, now it's time to go test it out and see if they all light up now. Okay, it's time to find out if these work. Alright, looks good.